I was on a live stream the other night with one of my favorite content creators on this platform. She is a doll. And we were just talking about like our offers. And I asked her a question. This is a question that I ask a lot of people because people are so passionate about what they do. And I always like to understand exactly what it is. Like, what is that thing that people are paying you for? You know what I mean? So I asked her, I said, well, what is it exactly that you do? And she starts to explain a little bit. And then I said, okay, well, tell me, if I was to buy from you right now, what would I accomplish in 30 days? What would I accomplish in 60 days, 90 days, 1 year, right? And so she's like, right? And she proceeded to start to tell me some things, and then she stopped. She stopped and she said, yeah, see, this is why I say I got to get a little bit more clear. Let me tell you something. If you want to be able to sell more of your programs and services, specifically if you are looking to sell more premium and high ticket programs and services, you're going to have to be very clear on what the tangible outcomes are for your program. Okay. The biggest reason why people messaging do not work, why people hear you and they like you because maybe you have a great personality. They like you because maybe you are very good at conversation, right? And they'll show up, they'll have a great time. But then when it comes to buying, they have a lot of questions, and a confused mind never buys. If you want them to buy, you got to be very clear. Now, when it comes to selling products, okay, and not products. When it comes to selling services, okay, versus products, essentially what we're doing is we're selling a promise. So I always like to give this example, right? That if I was selling this pen right here, I would be able to talk about the material, the color, the rubber right here, the ballpoint, how it feels as it goes on the paper. And all of that stuff becomes very easy when it's a product because, hey, it's a product. But when it's a service, what we're doing is we're saying, hey, you pay me and I promise I'll help you get leads. You pay me and I promise I'll help you lose weight. You pay me and I promise I'll help you, find the man of your dreams. Right? It's a promise. So we got to be able to actually put that into something that's tangible, that a person can see, that a person can understand, that a person can trust. And that's why we got to be clear first. If we can't say what a person, like I could say, in the first 30 days when you join Monetize You, you will have your story mapped out. You will have your master at your message. You would have your offer mapped out, your coaching program mapped out, and you'll be ready to move on to the next phase to map out your simple coaching funnel. Right? And so even though those are tangible things, right? All of that does what? It increases your confidence. It makes you attract your ideal clients because now you're speaking directly to them. You know who they are. It helps you get more sales because now you have an offer that people actually want. Now you got a framework that you could teach from. So it's not only the tangible outcomes that you'll get in 30 days, but it's what those tangible outcomes is going to do for your business, since that's the niche I'm in. And no matter what type of coach you are, no matter what type of service you provide, you're going to have to get that clear if you want to be able to consistently sign people. Now, in the beginning, when you're starting out, it's a little bit easier because most of the times when we're starting out, we're doing a lot of our sales one-on-one. And if you're anything like me, I'm a people person. I love people. I have a servant heart, you know what I mean? And so for me, I easily connect with people. You'll feel good when you're with me, which means that I build trust very fast when I'm able to connect with people. But as you start to grow, if you're looking to grow to the point where there's no longer a cap on how much you can make, where you're able to start generating leads on autopilot, when you're able to start signing people in your program, even when you're in bed at night, okay, that means that the messaging got to be really clear because they're not always being able to speak to you directly. Sometimes they're looking at an email or a sales page or something. I felt like something was in my eye or something, right? And so that's the reason why you got to be very clear. You got to be clear first because you're the one that's communicating. Okay. All right. So let me know in the comments if this was useful. Make sure you follow me for more.